Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? This is TweaK back again with another video, and today we have finally gotten the preliminary patch notes for patch 12.8. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go through them. So let's have a look. So we've got the first things here which have been added to the game. We have a new skill, crafting, new skill, hideout management. We also have the compass being added, the new item which will allow players to easily identify directions, azimuth is apparently what the compass is called, by pressing the U key. This item will be equipped in a new unlootable slot, which means no one will be able to take your compass, which we knew already. So that's pretty cool. We've also got a new type of bleeding, heavy bleeding, which we've already seen. May open with a lower chance than normal bleeding. Heavy bleeding requires special treatment items to stop. Also, some medical kits have the property of stopping heavy bleeding. The character will with heavy bleeding will leave traces of blood on the surfaces, which is what we saw on the podcast. Also, we've got new consumable items, the S-Mark tourniquet, the hemostatic syringe, and VAS, which we have also already seen on the podcast leaks. We also have the fast backpack dump, the ability to quickly drop the backpack by double tapping the Z key. So that's how we're going to drop our backpacks, double tapping your Z key, throw it on the floor. We also have a new third version of the bear voice. We also have new faces and clothing for scavs, voices of bosses for Glukkar, Sanitar, and Reshala. So that'll be interesting. Also, new character animations in the menu on the loading screen and in inventory, etc. So we haven't seen any of that, so that is all new. New equipment. We've got new clothes for USEC and Bear, tops and lowers. We also have new equipment, armored vests, chest rigs, backpacks, headphones, helmets, and berets, which we saw a lot of in the podcast as well. New weapons and parts being added. So we've got the M45A1, which we've seen, the RFB rifle, new mods for various weapons, some of which we've seen, although we now have the KS-23 shotgun being added as well. So KS-23 shotgun, nobody saw that coming. We have a new shotgun being added to the game. So I guess we're not getting the Vector this time around. No big deal. We can wait. It's all good. Also got some quality of life changes, redesigned the group gathering screen in the lobby. Now you can see the character models of the group members with nicknames, so that's really cool. They've also added the display of the object resource on the quick use panel, so that means that you can now see how much HP your IFAK or your Salo has left on your bottom bar in raid. For mods, weapons, items moved by the mouse, drag and drop, added highlights of weapons, slots, and mods where they fit. Green equals, you know, can be placed inside. Yellow can be combined / installed. So just some more ease of access stuff. Options in the game settings, selection of the body parts color in the upper left UI element, a variant corresponding to the colors from the inventory on the health tab, and the old variant, red monochrome. So it looks like you're going to be able to choose between the new and old versions of the character health overlay up on the top left hand side of your screen. Options in the game settings to select the principle of displaying the combat interface elements, automatically hide or always show, quick access zone, endurance zone, and current stance, and the current health of body parts all now can be configured separately. So you can choose to have these on your UI, or you can choose to get rid of them if you like, which is pretty cool. Added an ammo loading menu in the context menu of magazines in the stash. Okay, an ammo loading menu, interesting. At the flea market, when buying more items than are left on sale, the remaining available quantity is bought, so no more. There's only this much stock left. You'll just get whatever you can get, which is nice. Automatic sorting of the character's stash, any containers, backpacks, etc. by the sort button. So the sort button's nice. I'll probably mostly use it on ammo containers. Other than that, not really sure what I'll use it for. On the preset or customization screen, the characteristics of the weapons in the characteristics window now change when pointing to the mod to be installed. So again, we're just getting more information without having to actually swap out parts, which is cool. In the kill list after the raid field, we have distance. So now it's going to show you how far away you were killed from, which is really cool. When you exit the game, we added a warning that the generator is on, so no more leaving your generator on if you don't want it to be on after you close the game down. They've also added a counter for ready items after crafting in the hideout in the lower menu. So it looks like you'll just be able to click straight to those, which is cool. At the flea market, current flea market filters are no longer applied to your list of offers and your wish list. Sorting goods by category is now reset when moving between merchants. Width of the scroll bar in the stash and merchants assortment increased. Added a hotkey to unload the chamber, which is Control R. So I'm gonna have to change my mag dump reload button now, and they've also added the hotkey to rechamber, which is Alt R, so that's cool. Friend requests can now be cancelled, thank God. Added accept all invitations button, so I'm assuming friend requests. After death on the post raid statistics screen, your character is now displayed in the equipment in which he was killed. That's pretty cool, so you're no longer a hatchling after that. If the weapon has no magazine and there is no cartridge in the chamber, then by pressing the reload, the cartridge is now charged into the chamber if there is a bunch of rounds in the pockets or vest. So that's cool. Outside of the raid, the stash can now be opened and closed by pressing the tab hotkey, so pressing tab will always open your stash. Added display of found in raid icons for canisters in the hideout generator area if the canister is found in raid. Now the empty button is displayed as the last item in the drop down menu of the canister section in the generator. So that's cool. Now treatment at the therapist will be free of charge for the first 5 levels of your character. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. Yes, help out new players a little bit. That's pretty cool. We've also got some optimizations here. Iteration of animation system optimizations. We've got optimizing of the work. Optimizing the work of AI on the server. High quality color option enabled by default, disabling can give you a small performance gain at the expense of image quality. So I'm excited to see what the high quality color looks like. Also, different shader optimizations have been done as well. Now we got some AI improvements. Added weapon swaying in the bot's movement. We have improved phrases for the attack by scab bots players. Okay, the bots now respond to the player scab follow me gesture. That's cool. Fixed bot behavior in combat when its target is outside the door. Okay, so I think that's when like a bot like tracks onto you through a door and they kind of don't leave you alone sort of thing. Fixed a bug when killer reacted incorrectly to smoke. Improved automatic cover search system. Automatic cover search system. Oh, for the AI. Yeah. Fixed one of the bugs from which a player scav could not become an enemy for raiders in the reserve bunkers, so that'll stop player scavs choosing farming raiders. Fixed one of the bugs that cause bots to pass through closed doors. Good. Bots now respond to the sound of approaching behind their backs. Interesting. Fixed a bug when bots ignored players after blinding. Fixed a bug when a bot did not react to shooting as it was through a masking net. Okay, so I'm guessing shooting through a certain texture just didn't aggro them. Raiders now attack the regular scavs. Bots now respond to USEC and bear factions with appropriate phrases. Bots can now react to the sound of a knocked down door. Okay, so if you kick a door, bots will react to it. And fixed a bug when killing guards that did not change the role of left alive bots. Interesting. Okay. Now, there is a massive list of fixes here. Some of these are really cool. I had a quick skim through these before we started going through them. And some of these are very nice. So, desync of the off and on status of the flashlight has been fixed finally. A bug when the items of a PMC character had the found in raid tag. Yeah, so basically, sometimes it would bug where PMCs would come into raid and it would say that their gear was actually found in raid, but they actually aren't. So that's been fixed now. A series of bugs with the ability of the character to look through walls. A series of bugs with invisible characters after spawning. So hopefully that means no more invisible teammates or invisible people that you get killed by. A bug with missing display of the list of weapon presets, settings, and removing mods now reset sight mode to correct a bug when aiming without image in lens. Okay. Bug of a number of animations for picking up options from the third person view, so that means it'll just look less scuffed when you're watching your teammate looting things. A bug with the blocking of further use of context voice lines if you open the inventory during the sounding phrase. Not really sure what that is, but it's fixed now. Bug when on the item selection window for weapon crafting in the hideout, offered parts were already installed on the weapon. Okay, so I think that's to do with I think that might, is that to do with the preset weapon crafting as well? I'm not really sure. Bug when the effect of painkillers or stimulants was removed earlier than the shown time. Bug when the inventory broke down and caused an error if you in raid removed weapons through the delete key or took parts off an enemy's body and then quickly swapped the guns, and you would have to restart your game in order to be able to heal or even shoot your gun. Bug when the explosion of frag grenades did not impose a contusion effect. Bug when the gun stopped firing in automatic mode if you start to quickly press the fire button before holding it. So that's like tap firing into a full spray. A bug when the state of the stock fold was desynchronized if an operation with the stock was performed during the operation with the object. Okay. Different bugs leading to close to... Oh, so different bugs leading to spawning too close to an enemy spawn. So that's good. Hopefully no more, 10 meter away from me. Shoreline encounters right off the spawn. Bug when the message counter increased by the number of unread messages when a new message was received after a raid. Tooltips and UI objects hanging in the interface. Bug when the image froze in the optics after using a thermal imaging device. Different bugs related to the ability to remove items from not fully searched vests and backpacks. Does that mean you can still drop items you haven't identified yet from backpacks, or have they made it so that you can't do that anymore? I wonder. Desync the price of quick heal treatment. Bug with duplicate of purpose portrait in the merchant menu. Rip infinite purport. It was a fun bug while it lasted, but it appears to now be going away. Fix the duplicate image effect with the heat haze effect. Bugs related to switching views in the hideout when the NVG on the characters is on. Error related to quick treatment when entering the hideout. A bug when the body took a static ragdoll position before touching the ground. Problem with bodies hanging in the air. I'm gonna miss that bug too. That bug was fun. You just see them hanging there after you killed them. Bug when the player would not receive the group status in the lobby. A bug when the resolution of the screen would not change after changing the screen mode. So that's a nice bug fix. I know a lot of people complain about that. A bug when you could open a context menu in the window of item transfer. So I believe that might be to do with people dismantling guns when they go into the traders to try and sell them for more money after the price of the weapon had changed. But I think that got fixed a long time ago and you don't actually get any money for it. Error spam after suicide with a grenade related to decal rendering. Bug when the jump action was in the actions queue if a player tried to initiate a jump while lying down. Okay, so that means that jump will no longer be queued. No random jumping after standing up. A bug when standing level didn't decrease after quest fail. A bug when standing level didn't increase after quest fail. I don't know what that means, but it's fixed now. Bug of cycled animations when installing weapon modifications after reloading. A bug when healing wasn't interrupted during load/unload of a magazine. Oh, thank God. Okay, so I think that means that when you start to load or unload mags now, you can't do it while you're healing anymore. Okay, so that's cool. Bug of healing animation getting stuck while installing weapon modifications via drag and drop. It's another cause of your character just being stuck. You need to restart the game. Bug of inability to unload a magazine which was in a magazine case. Disabling buttons of installing and uninstalling video cards to a Bitcoin farm during sending of query related to interaction with them. I don't know what that means either, but it's fixed. Various visual various fixes and visual improvements of interfaces. Bug when changes to marker on the map were not saved. A bug when the game client was unable to close after 601 backend error for online and offline raids. Many different fixes and locations. Various fixes related to rain and soaking of surfaces. Various fixes for backend related to increase of backend and overall game stability. A bug when armor didn't receive any damage from explosions of AGS and the FNGL-40 grenades. Delay before pulling the trigger of the SV98. It's been 3 years, but we did it. It's fixed. We can use the SV98 now. Feels good, man. Fixes related to delayed actions on the lobby screen when gathering a group. Bug with elite level vitality and attention skills has been fixed. Finally, after all this time, landmark is free. It took a while, but we got there. I don't actually know what the bug for the elite level vitality was, but I know the attention skill is an absolute nightmare. Various fixes of minor bugs and errors. Now, changes. These are really cool. Stims and medical items can now remove the contusion effect. Skills that require body hit to progress are no longer going to be progressed with your party members. So no more cheesing strength with your red rebel. You must now throw your grenades or be overweight. When a character is blind by a flashbang, he will always reload with a mag drop. So that's really cool. I like that. Decreases damage radius of the FN GL40 grenades. Increased armor piercing of 7.62 by 25mm TT ammo. Okay. Probably in prep for adding a new fully automatic 7.62 by 25 gun, I would assume. PC blocks can now spawn SSDs and SAS drives, various big containers, various equipment, vests, backpacks, etc. in addition to existing loot. Big plastic containers now spawn more items in general. This is huge. This should have been up near the top. This is something we've been asking for such a long time. That's dope. I really like that. Minor changes to AI scav loadouts. Increased fall damage. In the quest line, in the Tarkov shooter, players can now use any bolt action rifle. We don't have to use the Mosin anymore. Well, most people probably will use the Mosin anyway, but that's really nice now. We have the choice to use whatever bolt action rifles we want for the Tarkov shooter quests. Quest to unlock Jaeger is now available after accepting of Gunsmith Part 1. Requirements for the quest Gunsmith Part 1 has now been lowered to level 2. Reworked player spawn points at reserve base location. A lot of people are going to be happy with that. Scav player spawn at the reserve location is made later in time. So that means player scavs will spawn later in reserve. And reduce the trader's restock timer to about 2 hours. It was once every 3 hours. So that's pretty big. So guys, really interesting patch notes. I'm very excited to see what they've left out here and what we're going to potentially see once the patch actually drops. I'm rather curious to see. So lads, that's going to be it for me. Make sure to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're most excited for patch 12.8. Let me know if there was anything in here that should have been in the patch notes, a bug that has been annoying you, or something you think needs to be fixed. And yeah, make sure to leave the video a like, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out, my dudes. Hello there. Oh, fuck.